There are places that never forget, walls that hold echoes, homes that breathe memories of those who once lived and never truly left. Tonight, the uploader shares the unnerving true story of a house where two women met tragic ends and how one of their spirits may have returned wearing a familiar face. The narrator's family moved into that old house when the narrator was just 8 years old. The deal seemed too good to be true, and it was, because the house came with a dark secret. 2 women had died in the basement, in the bathtub, before the family ever stepped foot inside. But they were poor, and the house was cheap. Sometimes, that's all it takes for people to ignore a haunting history. For years, strange things happened in that house. One night, the entire place shook. Every picture on the fireplace remained where it was, except for 2, the narrators and their brothers. Both had fallen face down, as if someone or something wanted them gone. Then there was the basement. No one ever used the bathroom down there, but the shower would turn on by itself. Sometimes the floor would be damp, even though no one had been down there in days. It was as if something in that part of the house refused to stay still. But the most terrifying encounter didn't happen until years later. Fast forward to just a few weeks ago. The narrator was visiting their mother, the same home, still standing, still quiet, still heavy. That feeling of being watched never really went away. Even after moving out, it always felt like eyes followed from behind, from corners, from doorways, from places no one should be. That night, after dinner, the narrator decided to clean up before leaving. While washing the dishes, they heard their mother call out from the other room. They dried their hands and went to ask what she needed, only for their mother to look confused. She hadn't called them. Brushing it off, the narrator went back to the kitchen, chalking it up to old memories. But as they began sweeping, they heard it again. This time, the voice was closer. The narrator looked toward the doorway, and there, half hidden, was their mother, or at least it looked like her. Half of her body was visible, the other half vanished behind the door frame, as if she were walking through the wall itself. Her eyes, or what should have been her eyes, were dark, hollow, and lifeless. "Mama, quit playing," the narrator said nervously. But when they looked back down for a second and looked up again, that figure was now standing further away, across the living room, just staring. The room was dark, and the air had gone still. The narrator called out again, and from behind them, they heard their mother's voice respond. She was still in bed, the real one. And that's when the horror hit, because the woman standing in the living room wasn't her mother at all. She was something else. The real mother was wearing a nightgown. The other one, the figure, wore a sleeping set. The narrator tried to stay calm, facing away from the living room as they finished cleaning. But then a whisper came, a whisper so close it brushed the ear. "I love you, son." Then a soft touch, a stroke against the cheek. The narrator froze, every hair standing on end, body locked with fear. When they turned, nothing was there. The real mother refused to talk about it, as if pretending it didn't happen might make it stop. Maybe she'd experienced it before. Maybe she had learned to live with it. But the narrator believes the spirit that appeared that night was one of the 2 women who died in that basement so many years ago. Both women had lived alone, both had died without children, and one of them, the one who may have whispered those chilling words, had been pregnant when she passed. Was she trying to comfort the narrator, or was she jealous, of a mother's love she never got to have. Even in death, human emotions can linger: envy, sorrow, longing. Some believe that tragedy binds spirits to the places they once called home, trapped in endless echoes of their unfinished lives. Maybe what the narrator saw wasn't an evil entity, but a soul still yearning for what it lost: the warmth of a mother's love, the bond of a child never born. Or maybe it was something far darker, something that uses love as a mask. What do you think? Was this the ghost of a grieving mother reaching out, or something pretending to be one? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you've ever had an encounter with a spirit that mimicked someone you loved, share your story. Because here, on Unseen Experiences, the unknown is never far away, and the next story could be yours.